Now, Lil Xan has definitely had enough, and what I'm going to talk about in this video will definitely prove exactly that. So let's not waste any time and let's start talking. Now, as of me recording this video right now, a couple hours ago, a video surfaced of Lil Xan pointing a gun at a person he had an argument with. The story was first published by TMZ, and the title of the article is Lil Xan pulls handgun on man during Tupac argument. And as you can see, it says Tupac, which gives us a little clue as to why this entire incident went down in the first place. So let's check out a little snippet of the incident.
You a bitch, homie.
Hey, yo, bro.
Hey, look at this little bitch, homie.
Yo,
do something then, dog.
What the fuck you want, bro?
Hey, homie.
Get the fuck out. Get out.
Man, God, this motherfucker pull a gun.
Fuck out.
Now, the guy clearly says do something, calls him a bitch over and over again, and as soon as Lil Xan pulls the gun, his entire tone changes.
Do something then, dog.
What the fuck you want, bro?
Hey, homie.
Get the fuck out.
Now, don't get me wrong, I would have probably also gotten scared as shit myself if I had a gun pulled on me, but the difference is I wouldn't try to start a conflict with someone if it wasn't necessary. That almost feels like a waste of your time, to be honest.
Look at little
Get out.
Hey, look at this guy pulling the gun right now. Look at this motherfucker. Hey, pull that shit out again, homie.
I'm gonna leave a link to the full video in the description below just in case you want to check it out for yourself uncut. So yeah, as you can see, Lil Xan pulled a gun on someone who ridiculed him to the point where Lil Xan felt like that was the only option left. Just like the TMZ article said, apparently the guy behind the camera approached Lil Xan asking him why he said what he said about Tupac. You know, the Tupac is boring comments that led to the entire hip-hop world hating Lil Xan's guts.
The boring music.
And then the situation escalated to what we saw in that video. So before this video came to the surface, hours before, Lil Xan posted this on his Instagram story. The media is gonna try and twist what just happened at a gas station. I was about to get attacked and resorted to having to use self-defense. Fuck all you old head ass bitches still talking about that Tupac shit. Live your own life and stop picking on a kid. If we're gonna boil this situation down to one thing, this happened only because he said what he said about Tupac. Someone felt compelled enough to check Lil Xan for the Tupac comments, and that then led to this happening, Lil Xan pulling out a gun. Now, what is my overall opinion on this whole situation? Well, just like I said in my video about the rapper who forced 50 Cent to listen to his music, people really love taking shit to the extreme, and it's kinda getting lame, to be honest. When I say this, I'm talking about the guy who was recording. Bro, I mean, what was honestly the point of that? There's a thing called minding your own business and not being so offended about what Lil Xan said about Pac to the point of getting all up in his face in person and talking a whole bunch of shit. Let's just keep it real. Even though people loved Pac, no one is that upset, okay? You're not that upset. You're just looking for a little bit of attention. Personally, I don't think pulling a gun in this situation was close to necessary, especially if you aren't gonna use it. And I say that to say I just didn't feel like the guy behind the camera was actually ready to hurt him physically. Because if he was, he would have probably done it way before Xan pulled out his gun. Let's just put it that way. When I made a video like I feel sorry for Lil Xan, this is exactly what I was talking about. I mean, the man has already gotten his fair share of backlash because of what he said. Is there honestly people out there who got so offended to the point of pulling up on him in person like this, especially when it happened almost a year and a half ago? If you dislike Lil Xan, I get it. I'm not a fan of his music at all, but taunting him to the point of him pulling a gun on you just isn't the way to go. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's what I personally have to say about this entire situation, but what do you personally have to say about this? A guy aggressively confronts Lil Xan at a gas station for what he said about Tupac over a year and 4 months ago, and Lil Xan pulls a gun on him. Do you think the gun was justified? And what do you think about the guy taking it this far in the first place? Do you think it was unnecessary? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this.